Hey guys, you've joined us live at Moneycontrol. I'm Manisha Gupta, and rice clearly making headlines because when you look at the global prices in last 1 year, it's seen a gain of around 21%. For the Indian markets as well, the wholesale price has gained up by 14% and the retail rice prices gained up by 16% in the past year. Is the reason there are some concerns with the government. While the crop is expected higher, the government also taking further steps and looking at bringing rice as well under the Bharat brand there. What does it mean, the implications for the industry and the consumers? To get all those answers, we are now joined by Mr. Vijay Sethia. Mr. Sethia, hi, thank you so much for joining us. First of all, what's your sense on the government taking yet another essential commodities under the Bharat brand itself?
I think government is on a right track. They are giving a message to the industry traders that they should fall in a reasonable profiting line, not making higher profits in a food grain, which is a necessity of a common man. But here, one very important aspect is there. If the government is working on one side, one government should see another side of the whole issue. The raw materials which are coming into the mandi yards, how much overhead charges we are paying to the state governments. Let us see the case of Punjab. The Punjab government takes 3% market fees, 3% cess, then there is 2.5% commission, 1% adat, then logistic cost. We are making 12-13% overheads on the basic product which is needed for the common man. So if government is concerned that the profit of retailer should be reduced, these corrections are also required. Whole food grain business is a sentimental business. If government gives this message that we are determined, we will reduce the prices, message will go to the traders that prices are in future going to fall. They will start selling their material which they are holding for the better price. So this is my view. Government should do in-house checking with the states also from where the prices are unnecessarily made very high. They become part of the procurement price of the government. All the taxes are paid by the FCI to the state governments when they buy rice from the states. So I think this system should be, which is very old of mandi yard, needs improvement, and farmers are totally dependent on mandi system, should be made flexible. Contract farming, where farmers should get better price so that they can work for better yields and better quality, that should be encouraged. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Sethia, while we have seen a double-digit price gain or a rice inflation in the previous 1 year, what's your sense on what is expected in this year? I mean, clearly you wouldn't expect a repeat performance of that.
I think government is determined to watch the interest of consumers, the way they are looking after the interest of farmers by keeping MSP support for the produce. So for consumers, they are coming with this Bharat Atta, Bharat Rice, this type of schemes. Then with the 80 crore people getting benefit of a free rice supply of 5 kg every month. So government is determined to help the people. But on the other side, to give a message to the exporters and industry, government should watch the exports also. The countries which are on the basis of friendly concerns, they are our friendly countries and making huge requirements, or they are making buffer stocks in their country, I think their need should be taken into account, not the buffer stock. And so far, I think government is determined, and I think this government is capable of keeping the prices and interest of everybody, whether it is industry, whether it is farmers or consumers. They want to help everybody in a reasonable way.
Absolutely. So while we are looking at inflation being curbed by the government, we've seen export restrictions, we have an export duty as well, a tax that is, and now these kind of measures to ensure that there is no intermediary and the retail is getting rice at a right price and there's enough availability. In an election year usually, Mr. Sethia, what is it that usually happens with food prices? I'm assuming they always do stay down. With the kind of government measures that we have right now for essential commodities, including rice, what's your sense on how long can they go on until elections, after elections, for most part of this year?
I will say one thing. All parties are now, instead of giving their performance, they are also looking toward freebies, and which has started with the free electricity, and same way the paddy price bonus over and above MSP, 10 rupees, like 30 rupees will be the procurement price. So this tendency is not good for the democracy and for the agriculture sector also. I think all parties should restrain, and I think government should make some restrictions. This type of this gives an inflationary trend to the market. When we see that government will buying paddy at 30 rupees, trade thinks that their product will be also selling at an expensive rate. The cost price will be higher, so how come sale price will be lower? So this, I think, whether it is done in a very small state where paddy production is less, but message is wrong.
Mr. Sethia, final question. So what are you expecting from budget this time around? I mean, we know it's vote for count, but most of the industry participants that we have been talking to do believe that we still might hear something about infrastructure and agriculture. When it comes to agriculture, what are you expecting?
I think one important thing is needed for the post-harvest management and for food processing, that at the grassroots level, there should be a nominal tax in the mandi yard just to maintain the data, how much material is coming. At a lower price, everything will come on record. Nobody will try to do tax evasion or market fee evasion. Once things are on record and everything is in a streamline, unhealthy competition will go away, and the food processing sector will attract Indian investment and foreign investment also. This is a one sector. I think today whole world is looking towards India, where we have a surplus material, and we need foreign investment in this sector so that our agriculture, farmers, industry, everybody should get benefited.
Absolutely. Mr. Sethia, thank you so much for taking time out for us and speaking to us at Moneycontrol. Well, the other important date is going to be 15th of January. That is when the Minister Piyush Goyal holds a meeting with the stakeholders within rice to understand on what really needs to be done. And we, of course, have an eye on that.